All right, let's dive in. Today, we're taking a close look at a company called Raficul Ali Engineering SPC. They operate in the super demanding world of industrial engineering, and we're going to unpack the one core idea, the one principle that's basically their blueprint for success.
And here it is, plain and simple. Quality builds trust. Now you might think, okay, that's a nice tagline, but for them, it's so much more. It's the philosophy that drives every single decision they make. So the big question is, how do they actually turn this promise into reality on the ground in some of the most challenging industrial environments out there? Let's find out.
To really see how that trust gets built, we first need to get a handle on what exactly it is they do. And maybe even more importantly, the kind of critical environments they do it in.
Okay, so their main specialty is something called refractory and lining solutions. To put it simply, this is super specialized engineering for industries that deal with insane levels of heat. We're talking giant furnaces, kilns, reactors, you name it. Getting this right isn't just about making things run smoothly. It is absolutely crucial for the safety and the very structure of an entire industrial plant. The stakes are incredibly high.
They're based in the Middle East, and they've become a real leader by offering a complete package. They handle everything from the initial engineering and building the components, all the way through to putting it all together on site and then maintaining it for the long haul. This makes them a true start-to-finish partner for huge industrial projects.
So that's the who. But to really get their whole approach, we've got to look at their why. You know, what's the mission that really fuels all this hard work?
This quote from the director, Raficul Ali Sheikh, really gets to the heart of it all. The company's strength doesn't just come from their technical chops. It comes from, in his words, an unwavering commitment to their core values. It's a personal, foundational belief.
And here's what those values look like when you write them down. But this isn't just a mission statement to hang on a wall. These are promises. You can see the themes popping out, right? Building long-term relationships, using innovation to see what's coming next, and this constant, relentless drive to get better. It all boils down to a commitment to being the absolute best every single day.
So we know their mission. Now let's talk about the how. It's one thing to have these great values, but how do you actually make them happen day in and day out on a complex, messy, real-world job site?
This is a huge part of their method. They offer a single point of responsibility. What does that mean for the client? It means the whole process is streamlined. There's no finger pointing, no miscommunication, no gaps where quality can slip. And most importantly, it means an ironclad adherence to safety. In the kinds of high-risk places they work, that's simply non-negotiable.
And this just shows you their quality control playbook in action. Step 1, meticulous document control. Everything starts with precise plans. Step 2, expert monitoring. This isn't done from an office. Experienced supervisors are on site watching in real time. Step 3, team and equipment qualification, making sure you have the right people with the right tools for the job. And finally, step 4, proactive problem solving, because challenges always come up and they have the knowledgeable staff to tackle them immediately. It's a clear, repeatable system built to guarantee top-notch work.
Okay, so with that really strong foundation of why they do it and how they do it, let's take a look at the what, the full spectrum of services they actually provide.
And wow, the scope of their work is seriously broad. On the left, you've got their core engineering muscle. That includes the refractory work we talked about, but also civil contracting, mechanical work, and welding. Then on the right, you see all the essential support services that make a huge project possible. Things like insulation, painting, scaffolding, and even providing the manpower and heavy equipment. They really can handle the whole shebang.
So, a pretty natural question comes up next. Who are the people and companies that trust them with all this critical work? What's really telling here, I think, is the language they choose to use. Instead of just splashing a bunch of logos on the screen, they talk about the honor of collaboration. This just hammers home that core value we saw earlier. They don't see clients as just jobs. They see them as long-term partners in a relationship built on trust and mutual respect.
And that brings us toward the end here, with a look at how this company sees the road ahead. And, no surprise, they see it as a collaborative journey.
This last quote really ties it all together, doesn't it? Their own internal culture, this focus on teamwork and discipline, is exactly what fuels their external success. It shows that the same principles they live by as a team are the very same ones they extend to their clients. Collaboration is the ultimate key to getting things done right. So at the end of the day, their message is really an invitation. It's an invitation to go beyond a simple contract and to build a genuine partnership, one that's founded on those words we've heard again and again: trust, commitment, and reliability. And if that's a conversation you're interested in having, well, here is all the information you need to reach out and get that started. Thanks for tuning in to this explainer.